I'm Doug Rosen with Relentless 365, California's premier hunting magazine. Today I'm going to go over the Kuiu line of packs, both the 6,000 cubic inch bag and their 3,000 cubic inch bag. We'll go over the parts of the frame and suspension. Probably be a two-part, maybe a three-part series due to the length of going over all the features that are available. I'll start off with the frame sheet back here that's carbon fiber. Hopefully it shows up pretty good in the video. The frame sheet itself weighs about 13 ounces or so, roughly. Nice hip belt, shoulder straps, load lifters, delta straps on these, power pull system on the hip belt. So we'll just go over these features so I can show them to you. The hip belt, if you can't see it, but hopefully you can, it's pivoting. So it's going to move with you as you walk, especially on uneven or uphill and downhill terrain. The adjustment to it is a power pull system, very similar to what Osprey uses on their line of packs, or Kuiu, if you're familiar with how they adjust. You're going to actually pull these straps forward into the middle of your body versus pulling them to the rear. I think this kind of allows you to get a little better fit of the waist belt. The pack has delta straps that connect down to the bottom of the frame sheet through this. The carbon fiber actually comes down in here, and there's a little hypalon sleeve that goes over it to secure the bag to the frame sheet, and then the delta strap secured through that strap. There are some small pockets on the waist belt. They're basically mesh with an elastic closure to them. They're pretty taut. Nothing should fall out of there once you get them in there. They're not very big, but for small items like diaphragm calls or chapstick, or anything you might need that's pretty small, you might need initially right off the bat. Shoulder straps, as you can see, probably start off somewhere in the 2.5 inch range, get to about 3 inches wide, then narrow back down to maybe 2.25, 2 inches. Probably about 5/8 of an inch foam or padding in there. There are webbing materials that's bar tacked down the center of it. Sternum strap. The sternum strap's backed with elastic, so it has a little flex to accommodate any breathing you're doing. Shoulder straps have load lifter straps up here that are a pretty good angle. I have it set up with mine where my torso length is, probably somewhere around a 45-degree angle from the pack, which is pretty good. They say 30 to 45 degrees. Personal preference, and your torso length is also going to change this angle because the point where it secures up here is fixed and it does not move. So the higher the torso length, the less angle you're going to have, and the longer the torso length, the more angle you'll get out of it. The shoulder straps, as you can see, have 4 bolts in them. These bolts are the same size as a common compound bow limb bolt. Behind these bolts are vertical tracks that run in the frame sheet, which allows you to loosen them up and then move the shoulder strap up and down to accommodate torso lengths, I think from about 17.5 inches to 21.5 inches. One word of caution when adjusting these, adjust them uniformly so they're matched, unless you have some type of deformed shoulder, or you just prefer a pack that rides leaning to the left or leaning to the right, but pretty much uniformly for most people. When you retighten them, just retighten them snugly. You don't have to put a lot of power behind these. There is a chance that you could pull this limb bolt assembly, or the bolt assembly for the pack, right through the frame sheet, and inevitably you'd end up with one bolt holding this on to get you through a hunt until you could get it repaired. The frame itself has 2 compression straps that attach to the frame that will mount to your bag, or if you're using it without the bag, which these frame and suspensions do, you can run it as a standalone, kind of like a pack board. You see guys in Alaska just run pack boards. This frame and suspension would do that. You would have compression straps then from the pack itself that would connect around the other side to the same strap. And if you wanted to run more straps, you could off of that. Both bags are compatible with the one frame and suspension. I've been told that any future bags are also going to be compatible with this one frame and suspension, so no need to worry about having to have multiple frames and suspensions. you can just buy the bags if you need more than one to accommodate your hunting needs. The bags go on and off fairly easy. I think the more you do it, the better you get. It takes me about 3 to 5 minutes to change the bags out. But there's a high pull-on sleeve. Let's move this out of the way. Up here, at the top of the frame sheet, it runs underneath this strap and then secures into this high pull-on sleeve, and then you have your load lifter attachment point. If you were to not use the bag, you can see another buckle down here. That's the load lifter strap that's mounted to the frame itself, and it stays on there. It just tucks up underneath when it's not in use. So you'd still have your load lifters available even if you use the pack as a pack board. I don't think there's anything else to go over related to the frame and suspension that's jumping out at me. You know, the high pull-on sleeve on the bottom also is how the bag is attached to the frame sheet, and inside the bag there's one extra strap that you'll see that pulls this in securely, so it can't move down. It's locked in there through tension of another web belt. So that's the frame and suspension. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video on the 6,000 bag and another video on the 3,000 bag. Hopefully going to get them done and posted up tonight. If you have any questions about the Kuiu packs, the frames, the suspensions, you can send me an email at doug.relentless365@gmail.com. Thanks.